All right, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Minetest Gameplay of sorts. Yeah. And today, we're going to do a quick little update real quick. Watch this. This is cool. Look at that flyover. I released the R-Block mods. And I'll explain that in a second. Oh, you got to see this. Look at this. Let's fly down. A future episode. I got it to work. Very cool. Yup. And something that I'm working on over here. Not too sure of the colors. I got to move some bricks around. But, oh yeah, there is that. And so, how's everybody doing? It is 90 degrees in Chicago. Yes, it is. All the blocks that I use in my builds, I create a lot of blocks. This is known as the R-Block mod. These are work in progress mods. I mean, we have different asphalts, different floorings, because I love different creative floorings and colors. These tables are actually from the objects. The tables themselves are from mom and pops. I just did the textures on them to suit my needs. Same thing with this chair. This is my poor attempt at a chair made from Blender. So, yes. These are some custom blocks that have color on one, or wool on one side and wood on the other to make custom things. Same thing with these over here. Because these are, how you say, if you have a screwdriver, you can change these. So you have drywall on each side, and then you have color on one, no matter where, you put it. There's flooring. There's a wall. So it's very cool. Some bathroom floor tiles, some other stuff. All the graphics were either I created them or I got them from places like opengameart.org, openclipart, and in the main folder for the mods, there is a text file that credits and gives the link to all of them. These are mine. The Apocalyptic Donuts of Doom. Yeah. So today's episode is going to look at starting. See, I don't like those awnings. These are going to go on the inside, but I want a wraparound awning. So what we're going to do is we are going to look at creating Minetest from the basic vanilla game. Yeah. And we're going to add some mods. What do you want to play with? So let's go back over here to the house, and we are going to exit the main menu, and I think you can see my screen. Yes, 87.8. Wow. All right, so we go to, I'm using Minetest 5.1.0. The reason why I'm using it is because 5.2, man, it's just, I can't get mods to load. So here's now what I do is you can go to the Minetest website, or Minetest.net website, and you could download for Linux, Windows, Mac. This isn't going to be a how to download and how to make work. So, and there's also instructions on compiling it yourself. I run Linux right now, and even on Windows. On Windows, I use the portable version, and I'm stuck on 5.10, and on Linux I make my own. For the reasons why is so it doesn't get updated, because when it updates it breaks sometimes, and I want to play this world, so I have my Minetest 5 world. So what we're going to do is, after you get it installed, real quickly, I wanted to show those mods. After you get it installed, we're going to run you through some things here. So if you go to my website, rgsproductions2005.com, you will find there's a post with this, and it shows this. on here. Here's the 3 mods. You put them in your mods folder. So our block 3 has the bricks and the blue glass and the white glass. And then our block 2 has a bunch of stuff in it. I'm trying to separate all this. These are just stuff that I'm working on. All these are in progress. Don't go, yeah, your code is bad. It's all spaghetti code and this and that. I know it is. I'm working on that. Yeah, I'm working on it. But all my object files, everything's in here. So, have fun. And, yeah, wait, here it is. Textures. Here's the credit text file. So this is opengameart.org, and it has the links to everywhere that I get my textures from. So what we're going to be looking at here is we're going to create a new world. So you have your Minetest game and you boot it up, and this is what you see. Wow. Creative mode, enable damage host server. I also have Mineclone 2 on here, but we're just going to deal with the straight Minetest game. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit new for creating a new world. We're going to type new world. How original. You can put in there whatever you want. It's going to be a Minetest game, not a minimal development or Mineclone. We're going to leave it at version 7. You can pick Valleys, Carpathian, V5, flat. I think there's version 6. No, version 6, single node, flat. It's cool to experiment with some of this stuff. So we're going to create. Uh-oh. What did I just do? I just did something wrong. No, Minetest game. World new. Let's try this again. There we go. Right there. Now, you just can't play it. If you play it, this is what you're going to get. Boom. Very nice. There's nothing here. You go through the inventory and everything else. There's 18 pages. Of what? I don't know. This is just the standard basic stuff for playing the game. Now, here's your crafting table. You craft stuff. You have all your nodes and everything else. And you go, but this doesn't look like the inventory that you have. You're right. And I have no privileges. I can't fly. I can't do anything. I can't run fast. Wow. Oh, there's water. So what I usually do is I go into this little terminal thing and say, grant me all. Now I have privileges. Look at that. Somebody was asking me that before. How do you walk so fast? Well, generally I do walk fast. See, now we're walking fast. And if you grant yourself all the privileges, you can go into the key bindings, change key. Here's all your controls over here, what you can do. But you can also change forward, backward, right, drop, inventory, range select. That's an important one. A special key equals climb down. These are all your keys of what you're going to do. You can decrease the volume, increase the volume, have stuff there. Your mini map is F9, change camera is F7. So if I hit on mine, function F7, there I am. Look at me. Hi. How's it going? I look good. Oh, I showed debug. That's nice. Hit the wrong key. There we go. Now we're back in first person mode. All right. So let us take a walk down to the beach. Wow. Very pretty. The other world I had was even better. It generated. Oh, look at that. We got some kelp. Very cool. I love that addition. Don't know what it's useful for. Oh, this area is cool. I like this. So we're going to stay around this area. So now we have no mods. We have nothing. We have nothing to do but to sit here and watch the sunset. Where's the sun? There it is. And play with some trees. Craft some axes. Maybe build a cart. Yeah. Very boring. So now let's go look at some stuff to do. So we're going to exit the main menu. No, really? And here's your settings. I find for me on my equipment, these are my settings. Yes. And another thing that you're going to find in here, because this is going to come in handy, if I type debug and search, did I spell it correctly? Of course not. Debug. Okay, so to show debug info, this first one here, this is the debug information up on the screen. So you want client and server debug log level. And this is where you'll pick nothing, none, error, warning, action, you know, to only catalog the errors and everything else. That's one of the important ones here. So we go back here and content. This is cool. This is where you're going to pick your texture packs. I'm using my Test Copy 8 texture pack. Here's some stuff that's already in here for other worlds. So we're going to utilize that. But let's go browse content online. Look at that. We have 155 pages. Of course, there's only 5 per page. And these are going to give us everything that we're going to want. However, it doesn't really give you... Let's see if I can pull this up. So when we go back to here, we go to content.minetest.net. You can see here, these are all the mods that we're going to pick. Now we need some mobs. We need some monsters. We want to play some stuff. Here's your texture packs. Here's top mods. Okay, so we already have pets. And so if we come up in here and we type mobs, it's going to search out all the mobs for us. Ooh, wow, humans. I couldn't get that to work, I don't think. Oh, no, traders. That's the one I had a problem with. So we have mobs animal. We already have pets, which is working. It's very cool. I couldn't get traders to work. They caused the game to lock up on 5.10 and 5.2. So I don't know what the deal is here. So let's get, let us look at ones that we want. We're going to get mobs redo. And I believe that also has the scary ones. Oh, look at that. Mobs dwarves. That looks cool. Mobs banshee, snow. Now this is mobs animal. Adds farm animals, but how is this different from the other one? One thing to look at, dependencies, default. So it requires the default game. It'll also tell you the last release. It should tell you somewhere what version that it works with. You can download it, but then you have to manually put it in. So we just want the easy way out. So I don't know what the difference between mobs and mobs redo is. Let's take a look here. It all requires the same. Library programmer tools. Oh, it also, you could, this mod as the API, you'll need at least one mob to add mobs. Mobs animal. Okay, so we need that mobs animal one and we need the mobs monster one. There's mobs monster. And these are our evil people. So let's go back to here. We want mobs redo. It's downloading and installing. We want mobs monster. And we want uninstall. We just want mobs. Didn't I search that? Mobs animal install. Okay, so we have all three of those. We have pets. We have water life. New mobs for your river and sea. Huh. We're going to hold off on adding more. Let's see, traders by Socomine. Mob humans. Let's install it. We also need some blocks. Blocks. More blocks. I like that mod. I really do. It adds a lot of cool stuff to it. There's quartz. Ooh. Stained glass as my voice starts to go. Baked clay. We're going to install baked clay. Because I love that one. Art Deco. That is a very cool mod, but not yet. Dark Age improved if we're doing medieval. And what I usually do is I will use the content.minetest.net to read up, and because in here you can get to the person in the forums, in the Minetest forums, and everything else. And then you could go in here and you get a better view. So using this in conjunction with the in-game content, so you can find your stuff in here and go from there. Let's see what blocks have. Now there's an easy way of doing it. If you just want to play, come on, search. Thank you. City block disables use of water and lava buckets in designated area. Well, that's not fun. That's for like a server stuff. Ooh, cement. That looks kind of cool. So we want cement. Pillars is really cool. And you can go through here and you pick. And it's not about, like somebody said, I wish I had the mods you have. Well, you can. If you go to my mods used page, you can see them all there that I have successfully running or have gotten to run. And if we go there, I know this is just riveting entertainment here. But here it is. Here's all of them. But this will take you to the forum post, which is still very helpful, because if you have a problem with the mod, the first thing to do is to check that debug text file and then go to the mod. Go to where it is, the forum in Minetest, and ask the developer. And also, there's probably going to be other people in there that have had the same problem. Okay, so let's get, there's more trees, which is very cool. We're not going to install that yet because we're going to do something else. Food. We need farming. So Minetest Live stairs redo. And there's some things that things depend on that aren't in here. So we're going to install more lights because I like that. I can't find more blocks. More. Because more blocks has that has the circular saw. You've got to be kidding. Yeah, this is all unscripted. Yeah. So let's ooh, colored cement. No, that's not what we wanted. We want to add cement with unified dye support. Is that the one? Cement by Linux Dirks. Make craftable and makeable. Add cement blocks. We're going to do this one first. We could probably get away with doing more. I cannot find. It's more blocks. Yeah, more blocks. Uninstall by Calinu. I love that mod. All right, so I think we have enough mods to start with here. So let's go back to the main menu. Now, when we go in there, we have world new. We need to configure it. So we have baked clay, cement, mob kit, mobs, animals, humans, monsters, more blocks, more lights, pets. And you could do this for each world that you create. Unified inventory. Unified inventory is that really cool inventory system. So what we are going to do is we are going to enable all. We want it all. I want it all. I tried to imitate the girl from Willy Wonka. I want it now, Daddy. When she wants to buy the goose for the golden egg. We are missing some other stuff here. Oh, world edits right here. We want that. So we can play around with the world. And we're going to save it. Yes, we are. So you could see here how each one is different. Notice how there's nothing enabled in that world. And that's because in this world and medieval world, I put the mods in the actual world mods folder. Real quickly, if I go back into here under programming, where I have it set up, Minetest 5 worlds. Here's all the worlds that we just created. Here's modern RGS world mods. These are where all my mods are stored on this world because it overrides everything else. It looks to here first. You may run into a part. One thing that I'm going to show is you may run into. I get comments all the time. You know, I'm running these mods and I try to do another mod, and it says duplicate. It won't run. So one thing you have to watch out for is mods that combine different mod packs or different mods with it. Two of the mods that come off the top of my head are Dream Builder by Vanessa E and Home Decor. So if you're running Dream Builder and then you try to go ahead and add Castle Plus mod, it's going to say that it's already loaded. It didn't do it. It's going to have a problem. And that's because you have to look into the folder. You have to go in, you have to do a little bit of work, but it's worth it in the long run. You have to go into the mods folder, and we're going to look at the mods. We're going to find Dream Builder here. CD, Dream Builder. And these are all the mods. Here's Castle, Gate, Castle Farming. All these are already in here. So if you try to add them after the fact, there's going to be a conflict. And chances are one or two of the mods will not run. And also on here, when you go into, we go into World New, you notice how these little plus signs here, you can go in here and disable. Like mod, we don't want more lights extra. We want everything else. So you can go in here, click on it, and you can actually and disable it. And that'll keep part of your problem. If the game crashes, anything that's in there is going to show up in that debug text file, which is usually going to be in the main directory of where the game is. And that was that settings thing I showed you. So let's go play a game. Professor Falcon, want to play a game? Sure. As he said in War Games. Look, oh, look at that. We got some apple trees all of a sudden. We still have our... Nice. I don't like this area, though. Man, it'll do. It will do. Now let's go. Oh, look at this. We have unified inventory all of a sudden. We are going to set the home position because I usually don't do that. What do we have here? We have World Edit. World Edit's working. And there's that bug that won't let it exit right away. We have 8 pages of mods. Something's wrong. Okay. What is this? Oh, this is Mobs Redo. Huh. I bet you we can't use... Oh, we can use pets and Mobs Redo. Awesome. So let's get a kitty. And let's get a penguin. And a puppy. And... a tropical fish. What is that? A pigeon. Queen bee. A piggy. A grizzly bear. A goat. Let's get a goat. Oh, the chicken's real cool. There's a fox. There's a clownfish. Now the chickens eat raw. Oh, I don't know. They eat stuff. We have ducks. We also have, there is, oh, where is it? There's a parrot. There's a parrot. We have My Little Pony. We have, oh, toucan. Okay, we have enough stuff to here to get. So there's a kitty. There's a penguin. There's a puppy on top of the penguin. Obviously, we don't want to put the fish on dry land. We want to put the fish in water. There's a goat. There's a chicken. There's a clownfish. And a duck. I have to say, these are very cool. So for these mods right here, they're working. If you right click on them, it'll bring up a menu on some of them. And you can mute them so they make no noise. If you click on their food, it says it likes wheat. So that's how you feed them. You can name them. Here's a duck. We can name him Quacky. That's not how you spell Quacky. There you go. We can call him and show tag. He eats wheat seeds. And close. Look at that. He's Quacky. I really do like that. I had a problem getting pets to run in the past. There's also dolphins. Pets. And the dolphin is really cool. So we're just trying to have some fun with this. Now the whole where's my dolphin? The whole reason why to do this is because you're going to find out what's valuable to you, the player. What do you want to do with the game? There's a dolphin. There's no whale though, but there is a whale in the other one. There he is. Hi, whaley or dolphy. What does he eat? Uh-oh, it likes clownfish. Not cool. It's going to eat the clownfish. Really? No, we can't have that. All right, so we have the goat. We have all this stuff here. Let's see what else we have in our inventory. So if I type in more blocks loaded. We have more blocks and more lights. Very cool. We're going to use this. I forgot to throw down the birdies. There's some cool mods here. So you're going to pick what you want everybody to play with. And you can always add in. So if we go to baked, that's not how you spell it. There we go, baked clay. One of my favorite mods because of the baked, dark gray baked clay. Ooh, we got that too. Let us go over here because we're going to just a little sanctuary. Put some lights. Why not? And what is attacking me? Why are mice attacking me? You know what we forgot? Oh, that is cool. Yeah, you don't go there. Very cool. So let's go back to exit the main menu and let's go to content. We need some weapons. Browse online content. We need a bow. We need a bow and arrow. Bows by 10 plus. Wow, there's a lot in here. Fire bows. World edit. That has nothing to do with bows. Plastic bows. So let's try. Who do I know? Adds bows and arrows to the game fork of AI tech. So this is a fork of this one. Okay. I guess. And I don't know if this will bring anything up. Nope. Water life. Cannons. Ranged weapons. We need a way of, we need a way of protecting ourselves. I can't remember what the one I used was called. Add some throwable weapons. Fight monsters, collect XP. Portal gun. Simple shooter. That's what it was. So we're going to install that. So now we can go back into our world. This is riveting, isn't it? 29 minutes of this. I'm gonna have to do it in different parts. So let's go type in bow. Oh, you know why? Because I made a mistake. Exit the main menu, configure. We want to configure bows and the simple shooter. So far, we haven't had any problems yet. You will run into problems. It's not if you run into problems. It's when and you will run into problems. Problems can be taken care of. For this mod, you have to, let's see, wooden bow, bronze bow, steel bow. The thing is annoying me. do that. What is this? Sanding tool. Sanding tool. Very cool. Yeah, so we have that. Is it simple? No. There we go. What do we got? An unloaded rifle. Ooh, a grenade. Huh. I haven't used this mod in a long time. There's a crossbow, flares, a turret gun, a grappling hook. Okay. Unloaded. But that means it needs ammo. Okay. So let's go over here since we... Ooh. They're still following me. Oh, look at that. When they die, they, oh, that one just falls over. We need a sword. So when they die, they will, they have this really cool animation. Yeah, and I know before anybody says anything, it's similar to Minecraft. Look at that. That's funny. And they'll drop stuff sometimes. Oh, the kitty's sleeping. Wake up! Aw, he's sleeping. We'll let him sleep. Who cares? What does the grenade do? No way! Oh, that is so cool. I like that mod. Uh-oh, that was a little too close. What if you throw it straight up? Like, I don't know what's going to happen. That is so cool. All right, so we showed a bunch of mods. We ran into no problems. We have stuff going. Oh wait, what is that? Why is there an NPC? Where's he at? You're going to go find him. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting rabbit. Oh, there it is. There it is in its natural habitat. An NPC. What is he doing? Salutation single player. Mia Nomo Este. What? I don't know what you're trying to speak. What do you want? It just wants to hug me. Are there any more? Ooh, did he fall? I don't know what he's doing. We'll leave him alone. We will leave him alone. But that's gonna do. That's basically gonna do it for the. Ooh, what's that? What is that? Ooh, that is a tarantula. We got it. This is a really cool area. We got him. This little jungle area. I'd like to do something with it. Now, you can do any amount of worlds where to the point that you don't have to have all the mods in there. Hi, Mr. Billy Goat. What are you? We're going to call him Billy. And we're going to show tag. Hi, Billy. That's original. Billy the Billy Goat. Quacky the Quack Duck. All right. So that's going to show it. We have all the real cool stuff here. Basically, and these will, I was able to find butterflies and other stuff. And we're playing in creative mode right now. You can also play in whatever mode you like. So we are going to call this an episode. We downloaded some mods. We looked at different blocks. We made the game more playable. One other thing that I wanted to check out, mobs. And here's a bunch of mobs. We have brown sheep. We have bunnies. Don't we have the monsters? Now, I have to check that because, oh, here's a tree monster. Here's a stone monster. I believe that these will, they will populate at night. Dirt monster. So let's try something real here before we... You know what I also wanted to try? What do they call that? Hot bar, and then invalid. Somebody told me how to do this. So we want hot bar 16. Invalid command. Why? Oh, we don't, because we don't have it installed. Yikes. We don't have it installed. So, let us go up here and put these in here real quick. Ooh. There's a bunny. Nice. Hi, Mr. Bunny. You're not tame. So you can have different, we have different mobs running and they appear to be running. So I am going to add those pets over to my other world. So now we have a world, we have mobs in it, we have animals in it, we can add some farming, everything else to make the game more fun without doing any real work. I mean, we haven't really done anything out of the ordinary. Here's farming redo we're going to install. Useful farm plants, tech pack. Oh, that one is way cool. Crops by so far, farming. Now, what we can also do with this, real quickly, because I know I'm blabbering on and on and on. What we can also do with this, we're going to go in here and we're going to enable this. Didn't we do something else we added? I think that's all we added. Is you could set this up in server mode by just doing a simple command or host by server. And then anybody on your network, you can give them the IP address of your machine and they can log in and everybody play. And what that does is it creates a local like LAN party type deal. So let's do some farming. There we go. We have farming. We have our hose because you need the hoe to hoe the land. And then I think we need grass. I don't know what that was, but that didn't sound too healthy. So you have, there we go. Now you can plant seeds. Nice. We have water nearby. We can irrigate. So everything's fun. So now we have farming. We have animals. We have some blocks. We have some weapons to protect ourselves. You have a full world and you could have a bunch of people playing. Oh, look at that. That, the dungeon, I think. And let's go check out the dungeon. Ooh, except for it's spooky. So let's add some. Well, that's not nice. There we go. Very cool. You can make this into a base. Nice. All right, we have a base. Except, get out of my way. You know, I picked the wrong block for the wrong light. Very cool. I know this is highly enlightening. Now we have to get out. Oh, we just have to follow the lights. Oh no. I don't remember how I got out or how I got in. You know, it would help if. So what we're going to do. Ooh, this is very cool. You could use your imagination to do almost anything you want. Oh, there's the stairs. We weren't that far from. Oh, it was right there. Nice. So basically, you could do a real nice first person. Don't you growl at me. Did you see that? He was growling at me. So we know the animals are spawning. And there's a parrot. Hi. We can have this follow me. Follow me. Hi, you're on my parrot. We'll call you Perry. Because I'm original. All right, that's going to do it. So we added some mods. You just need to go through. And I do not suggest adding a whole bunch of mods at the same time. What I suggest you do is to go in and when you're doing that, add one at a time. So we have a bunch of mods here. And you'll notice that it'll have the dependencies. If a mod doesn't run, make sure that, make sure that the dependencies are met. Right now I can't find any. Oh, baked clay depends on stairs and default. So, I believe More Blocks has that in there. So there's one other thing I wanted to check. So you're going to, you saw how easy it was. We have a fully blown world here. We have mobs. We have good mobs. We have bad mobs. We have farming animals. We have, there it is, the circular saw. Very cool. So the circular saw is what you can use to cut your blocks. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I did not check. There's Ducky. I want to see what this thing does. Oh, look at that. It actually causes damage. I like that. Okay, what is this? Circular saw. So there's a circular saw, so you can take a block, and if it can be cut, look at that. We're done. We are cool. Does it do dirty dirt? Nope, it does not. So we have a bunch of stuff here. So that's going to do it. We have enough stuff here that anybody playing this game, whether it be in creative or whether it be in the survival mode, is going to be able to play. We'll call him Pengy because I like penguins. Pengy and show tag. What does he eat? He eats clown. They all eat clownfish. Okay. So we have Billy, Quacky, and Pengy. So that's going to do it. We will leave it there. I might do a part 2 on this because then we can add different stuff. We can, we have 10 pages of mods. As you saw, I have what, 78 pages of mods. But here is enough stuff in here that you could play a pretty convincing game. You have all your farming, you have all your mobs, you have everything to protect yourself. You have a lot of different blocks to build with. We have cement. We have baked clay. There's our cement and our different. So you need the cement, and then you need the dyes. So that takes care of that. So we have enough here to play an actually very well-rounded game, and you could just add mods at any time. And when you go through the content, you can also remove mods from here, and you can update mods. It'll actually show you an update key if it needs to be updated. That's it. There's Technic. There are a lot of different mods in here. So pick the ones that you want. All right, that's going to do it for this episode. We will probably revisit this in a future update. So thank you very much for watching, and until next episode, goodbye.